gun that is really hard to use until you start to level it up and get some better attachments, and then once you get some better attachments, it's a pretty solid shotgun. This can be done in core modes or hardcore, whichever you prefer. I didn't really have a trouble in either of the modes using this gun. I do recommend playing the smaller playlist though, so like Ship House, when that's in the game, that would be, in my opinion, the best method to go with. So we'll just jump straight into it. The class we're going to set up here is obviously primary is going to be double barrel, secondary be whatever you want. Perks, especially if I'm playing core mode, I like fortified. Fortified doesn't seem to do much in hardcore for me. Perk 2, I put on tracker just so with the constant spawn flips, you can see enemies if they're just trying to run around, and you can maybe sneak up behind them and get easy headshots or close range shots. Perk 3, I like lightweight on all my classes. It just feels like I can get around the map a lot quicker. Lethal, I love the Gamma Bomb, but the Gamma Bomb doesn't seem to do much of shit anymore, so I want the Mark II frag grenade. And tactical, I run stim whether I'm in hardcore or core mode. Hardcore, not everything's a one-shot kill, so sometimes it allows me to just heal up a little bit easier and maybe not get taken out by a fucking flashbang or something random. As far as the class setup here for the double barrel, the attachments I used, the muzzle, I went with the M97 full choke. This is just going to have a tighter pellet spread. It's just going to make sure, especially playing core modes, all your pellets are going to be on target and to be able to take someone out with one shot. For the barrel, I like the LJ8 damage, or hit fire damage at damage range. Just gives you a little bit of a better chance to get one-shot kills, especially like I said in the core modes, at the cost of accuracy and hit fire accuracy. But we're going to put some other attachments that's going to help to hit fire, so that's not going to make much of a difference. Optic, you don't have to put an optic on. Obviously you're going to be hit firing this thing for the most part, but I like the slate reflector on this just in case I do want to aim down sights or maybe go for a long shot or a headshot. Slate reflector is one of my favorites. For the stock, I put the remove stock on. This is going to give me a boost to my hit fire accuracy, which is my main thing for doing this. And my move speed is up, which I can get around the map a little bit quicker. It's going to come at the cost of like recoil and aim down sight speed, which it's a shotgun, you're not going to be aiming down that much anyway, so that's not really a big issue for me. And recoil, you only have 2 shots, so that, I mean, it's not like you can go full auto with this difference. Proficiency, I like vital. Proficiency, there's a lot of different ones. Gung Ho is a really good one to, you know, run around and sprint. It kind of reduces your sprint out time. I like vital. This just increased area for critical hits, especially in core modes. You know, you can maybe hit them in the chest and it'll count as like a headshot and we'll take them out with one shot. Sleight of hand's also really nice to use just because you're going to be reloading this thing a lot. It is, you know, only a double barrel, so you got 2 shots at a time. So sleight of hand is also one that can work out really well. So whatever one, you know, you find best works for you. I just find vital because when I do the double barrel, I kind of like to sit back a little bit more and be more stealthy with it just because I have the 2 shots, and vital really works well in my opinion, especially with another ammo conversion that we're going to talk about here in a second. For the kit, I like surplus just to give me XP. Every kill is just going to help with the XP for the weapon and your player and all that. So the other shit I don't really care about. Sprint speed I don't care about. Like fast melee, I'm not running around trying to hit people with this damn thing, so that's why I just use surplus, but you can use whatever you want. For the rear grip, I got the pine tar grip. This is again going to help with the hip fire accuracy, and also it will kind of counteract your recoil control, but like I said, this is more so for the hip fire accuracy. I'm trying to make this thing so I don't have to aim at all. I can just hip fire everybody no matter where I'm at. For the magazine, I went with the 16 gauge. This is going to help with your aim down sight speed if you do want to aim it down. Movement speed is a big one. Fire rate will help. You know, if you do need 2 shots, it's going to help one player. It'll help you get that first shot plus a second shot. And it's just going to counteract roll and accuracy. A lot of the attachments that I put on here will have attachments I put on are going to counteract that at the cost of bullet penetration and damage range, which bullet penetration, you're really not going to be shooting through walls with this anyway, so that's fine. The ammo type, Buck and Slug. Buck and Slug is my personal favorite of any of the ammo types for the shotguns. This is going to help you really be able to get those long shots and headshots, you know, at range, and putting this with the Vital, it's really going to help out quite a bit. It's going to cost at the 4 pellets, so if you are having trouble in core mode, switch over to hardcore and you should have no issues being able to one-shot people. I honestly didn't have any troubles with this at all, so just go with whatever you feel works best for you. Finally, the Underbarrel, I went with the Carver foregrip. Again, this is going to help with your hip fire accuracy at the cost of your aim down sight speed. +2 to recoil control, but like I said, recoil doesn't really matter too much. I went with this more so just for the hip fire. Theirs does hip fire, but I thought if I could get more to recoil, then why not? It's not going to hurt. But it does come at a cost for aim down sight speed, which like I said, you're not really using this to aim down sight. This is a hip fire, it's a shotgun, so that doesn't bother me. As far as the challenges, for pack tactics, it's just get 300 eliminations, self-explanatory, don't need to go over this. For surgical, just get 50 headshots. This is where like having your buck and slug to be able to just aim up and hit them with one-shot headshot is going to come in handy. If you are having trouble, like I said, again, just play hardcore, everything's a one-shot. So all you got to do is just aim a little higher than you usually do and just fire, and you shouldn't have an issue. This one should come natural. I didn't have a problem with headshots. For Predatory Ambition, 50 multi-kills. Now remember, you only got 2 shots, so that might be a little harder. But what you can do is get a kill with another weapon, anything. You can even be a grenade or anything. If you automatically get a kill straight after with this gun, it will count as a multi-kill and it will count for that tick. So shouldn't be too much of an issue. If you are having trouble, just switch to that or play hardcore, especially shipment. Just pop one person one time, turn around, pop somebody else, multi-kill. Again, shouldn't be too much of an hassle. For Reptilian, just get 5 kills without dying 30 times. This one might be a little more tricky because you only got 2 shots at a time, so you constantly have to try to duck and reload. If this is giving you trouble, put on overkill. Use any weapon that you really like, that you're really solid with. Get 4 kills with that weapon, switch over to this and get the 5th kill with this weapon, and it will unlock the 5 kills challenge. I don't know if it's buggy or if it's meant to do that, but it's kind of a cheeky way to get bloodthirsties with whatever weapon you don't want to use. Like I said, just use whatever weapon you're dominant with, get the 4 kills, or anything. It could be an explosion. You could throw a grenade and blow up 4 people at one time, shoot that 5th person with the double barrel, and it'll count for a bloodthirsty. For Deadeye, just get 50 long range kills. This is where the buck and slug works, I think, the best, because you are able to hit players at a longer range and you're not going to get hit markers. But shouldn't be too hard, especially in the smaller maps. You don't need to do too far of a range, but shipment is possible to get long range shots. Buck and slug, like I said, I know I repeat myself a lot, but that's my opinion the best ammo conversion you can use on this. Shouldn't be too hard. If you are having trouble, hardcore is the way to go, especially if you need only 1 shot. You should be able to just wipe people out. For Berserker, just get 100 close range kills. Most of your kills are going to want to be close range unless you're going for the long shot kills, and the close range is pretty generous. I completed this without even trying. I completed a lot of my close range kills without trying, just playing DOS House and shipment, running through the the middle of the containers, people trying to come through there, or in DOS House, running through the rooms, trying to get to the other sides, waiting. You should just be able to knock out close range. Really simple, really fast and easy. For a Wildcat, get 100 one-shot kills. If you are having trouble in core modes with this, and it seems like it's just taking more than 1 shot, hardcore, and almost every kill you get, you're going to be a 1-shot kill. Depending on how well you are in shipment, you can damn near do this in 1 match, honestly. I think it maybe took me 2, maybe 3 to complete, but it shouldn't be an issue at all in hardcore. Survivalist, just get 50 headshots with the Wilkie Huntsman barrel, the Wilkie Marksman stock, and the Vital proficiency. If you are having trouble with the headshots and you just want to save them to unlock this challenge, I'd like to do that with a lot of my weapons. If they're long shots or headshots, I like to combine them, so I'm only trying to do them once. But with that setup that they're recommending, just put those attachments on, and then put whatever attachments you feel comfortable with also, and go for headshots. Again, it shouldn't be an issue, especially using the Vital proficiency. That just seems to help out tremendously. Headshots, for some reason, this game just are in abundance. You never have an issue with headshots. for mind games, just get 100 hip fire kills with a 16 gauge mags, remove stock, and the akimbo proficiency. Akimbo is just going to give you 2 of them, so you're just going to want to round around, especially on shipment, and just, you know, slay people all day. This one again went really simple, really fast for me playing shipment. What I was doing is when I'd get DOS house, I would put on a weapon I needed long shots, play that, and then when shipment playlist would come up, I would just put this weapon on and run around and just hip fire people and rack up my kills. And again, very simple. For Death Artist, just get 100 aim down sight kills with a sawed-off barrel, the 16 gauge mags, and the panic proficiency. So just do, like I said, you know, put those attachments on, put whatever the other 7 attachments you want on there, and you have to get aim down sight kills. If you are having trouble, again, go to hardcore. Shouldn't be too much an issue by this point when you get to this, because you'll have all the attachments, which, like I said, make this gun a hell of a lot better. But if you are having trouble, you know, getting kills in core mode, just go to hardcore, and you can even stack this with your long shots and just sit back and pick people off at some sort of range. You're going to unlock your long shot, and you're going to unlock, you know, aiming down sight. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Once you unlock all the camos for the shotgun, you get the gold. And then once you unlock gold for all the shotguns, you unlock diamond. In my opinion, the gold and diamond looks pretty good on these weapons. This, in my opinion, is not one of the better shotguns out of the group, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's really good. I just think that a couple of the other ones are superior to this one. But like I said, with the attachments, right attachment setup, this thing can dominate. It's just the 2 shots is what hold it back, in my opinion, compared to some of the other shotguns. But overall, pretty solid weapon. I enjoyed this one. I thought it would be more of a pain in the butt than what it was, but I actually had a good time. So that's all for this video. If you guys found it at all useful and you want to see more like this in the future, feel free to give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.